Okay, so I have 3 Casio cash registers here. They are the PCR-T273. So I have one working one. This one was cracked at the top. This one here that I'm taking apart right now was printing like this, and it was smelling. I couldn't find anything on the interwebs to help me out in doing this, so I am seeing what I can do to figure it out. So first off, I took off the cash register, so I just kind of pulled it out and tilt it, and it eventually came out. So now, next there were some screws right here and right here, and I took those out. And you can see there's little latches at the back, right there. So just make sure those aren't catching. And then there is also this zip tie that I'll have to take off as well. So I'm going to put the phone down and take off that zip tie, and then I can fully open up the inside of it to replace the control boards, whatever you want to call them. I'm not too techie of a person, but we'll see if we can get this figured out. Okay, so I have it opened up, and just a reminder, this is the one that works, but it is printing just black. This one I can't use because of the crack. So next, I'm going to take off this screw and these 2 screws, and then this black piece is just going to pop right off. Alright, so I have the black piece off. I'm just going to set that aside. Next, I have to take off some screws. So I'm going to take off this one right here, this one right here, and then there's one underneath there. And then I'm going to have to remove the green board from this clip over here. And then there's a screw in behind there, if you can see it, right there, that I'm going to need to unscrew once I have the green board loose. And once I have everything unscrewed and detached, this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to put the one from the circuit board from this one and replace this one. So here I have the board. Everything's loose now. I took the screws off. It's a good idea to take a picture of everything before you take it all apart so you know where it goes back into place. So now we're going to remove this clear part, this clear tape from this white part. This white tape comes loose from the black part, and then these 3 over here, you can just pull it and then that pops off. So I can do it with one hand. There's one. So it just kind of slides out of place there. But I just want to be very careful that I'm not touching everything, and just keeping everything as neat as I can. So one thing in order to be able to take this part off, you actually have to have this up. So if you've done all the screws and everything and it's not coming off, that might be why. So you see I have everything loose now, and I'm going to grab the newer one that should hopefully work, put that on and test it out. So this is everything when it's put back together. Just make sure you got all the screws on here and it is nice and secure. You got all of your pieces connected and in the exact way that it was before. You got your tapes inserted. When you're putting these ones in, just make sure that they are nice and firm and going straight in so that they don't bend. And now I'm just going to give it a test before we put it all back together. So let's get a roll of tape in there. And let's plug it in. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, now we get to set it up. It obviously resets when you do some work on it on the inside. So yeah, I'm going to reset it and get this thing going. Woohoo!